Hi everyone, I'm Kendra Fitzgerald, and my specialty is corrective exercise around pregnancy and postpartum. So I wanted to share a few exercises today, along with my cat Dusty. A few exercises today to help you stay connected to your core and pelvic floor during pregnancy. All of these positions you can do during pregnancy and during postpartum. They're safe for both, and the benefit of doing them during pregnancy is that you already know the movements, so that once you get into postpartum you can continue doing the same movements and you've already trained your core and pelvic floor to work with you. So let's get started. If you have a small kids ball or a pillow that you can use, that would be really helpful. We're going to come onto your knees. You can spin your knees around and sit on your knees so that your knees are together. And the benefit of this position is that you can access your pelvic floor a little bit better when your knees are together. When your knees are apart, it's a little harder for your pelvic floor to lift and engage, which is why we spend so much time with our knees apart in labor, right? Because we want our pelvic floors to open. So if we're trying to engage our pelvic floor, we want to bring the knees a little closer. So have a seat on the ball, and we're going to breathe here. So find your ribs stacked right over your hips. Close your eyes and then feel the pressure of the ball or the pillow underneath your pelvic floor. Your pelvic floor is like a bowl underneath your hips. And we'll just breathe into the pelvic floor. So as you inhale, let your pelvic floor release. As you exhale, squeeze and lift your pelvic floor in and up. And feel your D-core muscles connect as well. Inhale, release the pelvic floor out. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Let your pelvic floor lift and let the lower belly draw in. Good, so just connect your breath with your pelvic floor. Inhale, release it out. Exhale, squeeze and lift. And see what your pelvic floor is doing. Inhale, release it out. And exhale, squeeze and lift. Good, and then release your hands. So the next exercise we're going to do is on your back. If you are pregnant, it's okay if you lay on your back for a very short amount of time. We've been trained to not want to lay on our backs at all, but if it's 30 seconds, 60 seconds, it's okay. If you start to feel dizzy or like you feel like your heart's starting to race, you can roll to your side and do these exact same exercises on your side. So grab your ball, roll down to your side, and then lay on your back, right? Especially if you have diastasis or abdominal separation. And then we're going to take the ball and you can put it right between your knees and we'll squeeze the ball in. So we're going to find neutral in the pelvis. You can rock forward and back on your hips. The tailbone goes towards the floor and then the low back presses down. So these are the extremes of the pelvic floor movement. And then find neutral so that the little triangle at the base of your spine is on the floor. You have a little space in your low back, right? The way you can tell if your hips are parallel is if your hip bones are in line with your pubic bone, right? We don't want one higher than the other. We don't want the hip bones higher than the pubic bone. So come to neutral. Good. And then take your hands onto your belly. You can even make a little triangle with your hands like this and put it on your belly, over your baby or on your belly. And then take a nice full breath in. Release the pelvic floor out. As you exhale, squeeze and lift the pelvic floor. Draw the whole belly back. Inhale, release the pelvic floor out. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Pelvic floor lifts, belly back. Imagine giving your baby a hug. Inhale, release the pelvic floor. Let the belly and baby expand. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Belly and baby back towards your spine. Good. Keep going on your breath. And just find that connection on the exhale. Inhale, release it out. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Good. One more. Inhale. And exhale, squeeze and lift. Now a slight modification here. Take your hands on your glutes, on your butt muscles. All right, we're going to do these same breaths, but try to keep your hips and your glutes from engaging, right? Sometimes the glutes like to take over for the pelvic floor, but we actually want the pelvic floor to do the work of the lift, not the glutes. So take your hands onto your glutes, take an inhale, release your pelvic floor out. And then exhale, squeeze and lift your pelvic floor. See if you can keep your glutes soft. So you can think of lifting from the inside of your pelvis. Inhale, release it out. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Glutes soft. 2 more. Inhale, release the pelvic floor out. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Belly and baby back towards the spine. And 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Pelvic floor lift. Good. And then take the ball out from between your knees. Draw your right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg all the way out. Good. Let your hips roll back towards your shoulders. Press your left thigh down. This is a really great stretch to help you open up the front of your hips that can get really congested, right? We have a lot of forward motion and movement in our everyday lives. And then draw your shoulders down your back. Good. And then draw your left knee into your chest. Extend your right leg all the way out on the floor. Let your hips roll back towards your shoulders. Press your right thigh down towards the floor. Feel that nice open stretch in the front of the hip flexors. Sometimes these hip flexors can be inhibitors of using our core because we get so tight and rounded in our pelvis that it disconnects from our core and our pelvic floor. So it's really important that we keep our hip flexors open and our hips open as well. And then bring your right knee in. We'll drop the feet down to the floor and then press your elbows into the floor. Lift your hips towards the ceiling. And press your heels down into the floor, elbows down, and draw your heels back towards your hips. Good. This is another area that we really have to focus on is the glutes. Strengthening the glutes. Strong glutes equals strong core. Good. And then lower all the way back down to the floor. Good. And then roll over to your side. We're going to stack the arms and stack the hips. So knees are stacked, hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked also. We're going to do a little chest opener, which is very important for opening the chest so that you can have access to your deep core also. Right? And it just feels really good too. We'll inhale, reach the arm forward past your bottom arm, and then exhale, open all the way to the side. Right? But keep your hips stacked and your ribs down so you're not overstretching your core. You're getting most of the stretch in your upper shoulders. Good. Inhale, close the bottom arm back over. Exhale, open to the side. Right? Keep the ribs knitted down. And especially if you're pregnant, you don't want to over twist in your low back, so it's really important that you keep your hips stacked. Right? You feel the stretch in your upper chest. Good. 1 more here. Inhale, close it. And exhale, open. Good. And then close the arm back over. You can roll over onto your back, shift to the other side. So you're stacking your knees, stacking your arms, stacking your hips. Right, arms are stacked, head is on the floor. We'll inhale, reach past the bottom arm, and then exhale, open, keeping the hips stacked, opening your chest. So you're feeling the stretch here in the top of the chest. Right, and there is a high hinge point. Take the arms all the way back over. And then exhale, open. This also helps open the mid-back, which is a place that gets very tight during pregnancy and postpartum. So it's important to keep that spot open. Inhale, close the arm 1 more time. And then exhale, open all the way to the side. Good. And feel that stretch in the front of the chest. And then close the arm back over. And then press your hands into the floor. Come up to a comfortable seat. And then you can also practice the belly breath sitting here, right? So the same breath that we practice on our backs. Take 1 hand on your upper belly, 1 hand on your lower belly. If you're pregnant, you can feel your baby. So as you inhale, we're going to release the pelvic floor out. Belly and baby expands. Exhale, squeeze and lift from your pelvic floor. Draw the belly and the baby back towards your spine. Good. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, belly and baby back. One more inhale. Exhale, belly and baby back. Good. And then a short stretch. Take the right fingertips out, left arm all the way up overhead. Take a nice side bend. Rotate your shoulders slightly towards your front knee. And think about breathing into your side waist here. These low ribs, the space behind your bra line that can get very congested. Take one more breath there. Breathe and flourish into your back ribs. And exhale, soften. Good. Inhale, come back through the center. Other fingers down, other side. Rotate your shoulders slightly towards your front knee. Full deep breaths into your mid-back. And exhale. Good. Send your breath into your back ribs. And exhale. Good. Inhale, come back up through the center. Roll your shoulders out. And there's a short practice for you to practice any time of the day. You can take whatever feels good to you. If there's one move that feels really good or really connecting, you can add that into your routine and add it into your everyday life. So when you're picking up your kids, when you're rocking your kids, when you're reading to them, where can you activate and just be aware. So I wish you so much health and happiness and safety these days, and I hope to see you in class very soon.